Here are Grandma's 50 ingenious home hacks you need to try. Use coffee filters to clean windows and mirrors for a lint-free shine. To clean windows and mirrors, dampen a coffee filter with water or glass cleaner. Wipe in a circular motion. This trick ensures a streak-free, lint-free shine, saving money on paper towels. Place a slice of bread in with cookies to keep them soft. To keep cookies soft, place a slice of bread in the container with them. The bread's moisture transfers to the cookies, preventing them from drying out. This hack keeps cookies fresh and delicious longer, just like Grandma's did. Use baking soda to deodorize carpets. Sprinkle baking soda on carpets and let it sit for 15 minutes. Spray with warm water, scrub with a stiff brush, and let it sit for another 15 minutes. Scrape up residue, vacuum, and let dry for fresh-smelling carpets. Store onions in pantyhose to keep them fresh longer. To keep onions fresh, place them individually in the legs of pantyhose, tying knots between each onion. Hang the pantyhose in a cool, dry place. This method keeps onions fresh longer, a handy trick Grandma always relied on. Use a rubber band around a paint can to wipe off excess paint. Did you know you can use a rubber band to keep paint cans clean? Stretch the band across the open can and wipe your brush on it. This simple hack saves paint and keeps the can's edges neat. Wrap celery in aluminum foil to keep it crisp. Instead of letting celery go limp, wrap it tightly in aluminum foil before storing it in the fridge. This method keeps celery fresh and crisp for weeks. Grandma always did this to make her vegetables last longer and stay fresh. Use dryer sheets to dust baseboards. Repurpose used dryer sheets to dust baseboards. Simply wipe the dryer sheet along the baseboards to remove dust and prevent static buildup. This handy tip helps keep your home clean and reduces waste. A trick Grandma found very useful. Place a wooden spoon across a boiling pot to prevent it from boiling over. Did you know placing a wooden spoon across the top of a boiling pot prevents it from boiling over? The spoon disrupts bubbles and keeps them from spilling. Grandma always used this simple kitchen hack to avoid messy stovetops. Use toothpaste to clean silver jewelry. Don't toss old toothpaste. Apply a small amount of non-gel toothpaste to a soft cloth and gently rub your silver jewelry. Rinse with water and dry thoroughly. This simple method keeps your silver sparkling without harsh chemicals. Store brown sugar with a slice of bread to keep it soft. Create a simple solution to keep brown sugar soft. Place a slice of fresh bread in the container with your brown sugar. The moisture from the bread prevents the sugar from hardening, a practical trick Grandma always used for baking. Use lemon juice to remove stains from cutting boards. Rub lemon juice onto stained cutting boards to lift tough stains. The natural acidity breaks down discoloration, making it an effective cleaning agent. This tip, passed down from Grandma, not only brightens your boards, but also leaves a fresh scent. Keep potatoes from sprouting by storing them with apples. Store potatoes with apples to prevent sprouting. The ethylene gas released by apples slows down the sprouting process. Place 1 or 2 apples in a bag with potatoes, ensuring they're not tightly sealed. Grandma always did this to keep her potatoes fresh longer. Use salt to clean coffee stains from mugs. To clean coffee stains from mugs, create a paste with 2 tablespoons of salt and a few drops of water. Rub the paste onto the stains using a sponge. The abrasive texture of salt removes stains effectively, keeping mugs spotless. Place a damp cloth under a cutting board to keep it from slipping. Prevent your cutting board from slipping by placing a damp cloth underneath. Wet a cloth, wring out excess water, and lay it flat on the counter. Place the cutting board on top for a secure, stable surface while cutting. This was one of Grandma's favorite kitchen hacks. Use a squeegee to remove pet hair from carpets. Run a squeegee over carpets to gather pet hair. The rubber edge effectively lifts and collects hair. Use long, sweeping motions to cover the entire carpet area. Grandma found this method quick and effortless for keeping her home clean. Clean cast iron pans with coarse salt. To clean cast iron pans, sprinkle 2 tablespoons of coarse salt into the pan. Scrub with a damp sponge or cloth. The salt acts as an abrasive to remove food residue. Rinse with warm water and dry thoroughly. Grandma's pans always look pristine using this technique. Clean your shower head by soaking it in vinegar. Remove your shower head and soak it in a bowl of vinegar for an hour to dissolve mineral buildup. Rinse thoroughly and reattach. This method keeps water flowing freely and ensures a clean, efficient shower head. Wrap cheese in wax paper before storing it in plastic to keep it fresh. Wrap cheese in wax paper before placing it in a plastic bag or container. The wax paper regulates moisture and prevents mold. Securely seal the plastic bag to keep the cheese fresh longer. Use a lint roller to clean lampshades. Clean lampshades with a lint roller to remove dust and lint. Roll it over the surface of the lampshade using gentle pressure. This quick and easy method ensures a clean and dust-free appearance. Grandma always kept her lampshades spotless with this trick. Store open bags of flour and sugar in airtight containers. Transfer open bags of flour and sugar into airtight containers. This prevents exposure to air and pests. Use containers with tight-fitting lids and store them in a cool, dry place to maintain freshness and quality. Use a hairdryer to remove water rings from wooden furniture. Set your hairdryer to medium heat and aim it at the water ring on your wooden furniture. Move it back and forth until the ring disappears. Grandma always trusted this method to quickly restore her furniture without harsh chemicals. Clean your microwave by heating a bowl of water and lemon slices. Fill a microwave-safe bowl with water and lemon slices. Heat it on high for 5 minutes. The steam loosens grime, making it easy to wipe clean with a cloth. This method leaves your microwave fresh and clean. Use vinegar to descale your kettle. Fill your kettle with equal parts water and vinegar. Boil the mixture, then let it sit for an hour. Rinse thoroughly before using. Grandma always used this natural method to remove scale buildup and extend the life of her kettle. Place a bar of soap in your drawers to keep clothes smelling fresh. Put a bar of your favorite soap in your drawers. The soap scent keeps your clothes smelling fresh. Replace the soap every few months. This easy method ensures your wardrobe stays fragrant and free of unwanted odors. Use an old toothbrush to clean grout. Dip an old toothbrush in a paste of baking soda and water. Scrub the grout lines vigorously, then rinse with water. The toothbrush reaches into the crevices, ensuring a thorough clean. Grandma found this method highly effective for spotless grout. Freeze herbs in olive oil in ice cube trays. Chop fresh herbs and place them in ice cube trays. Cover with olive oil and freeze. Use these cubes in cooking to add fresh herb flavor. Grandma always preserved herbs this way, ensuring they were available year-round. Clean blinds with a mixture of equal parts vinegar and water. Mix equal parts vinegar and water in a spray bottle. Spray onto blinds and wipe with a cloth. This solution cuts through dust and grime, leaving your blinds sparkling. This quick clean method is both effective and simple. Use a pillowcase to clean ceiling fan blades. Slip an old pillowcase over each ceiling fan blade and pull it off, trapping dust inside. This keeps dust from falling everywhere, making cleanup easier. Grandma always found this trick particularly useful for keeping rooms tidy. Store lettuce with a paper towel to absorb excess moisture. Place a paper towel in the bag or container with your lettuce. The towel absorbs moisture, keeping the lettuce crisp longer. Change the towel if it becomes damp. This technique ensures fresh, crunchy lettuce every time. Use aluminum foil to sharpen scissors. Fold a piece of aluminum foil several times. Cut through the foil with your scissors repeatedly. This sharpens the blades quickly and effectively. Grandma often relied on this simple hack to keep her scissors in top condition. Soak rusted tools in vinegar to remove rust. Submerge rusted tools in vinegar and let them sit overnight. Scrub with a brush and rinse thoroughly. This method removes rust and restores tools effectively. Grandma always used this technique to maintain her garden and household tools. Use a rubber glove to remove pet hair from upholstery. Dampen a rubber glove and run it over upholstery. The glove attracts pet hair, making it easy to collect. This method is quick and efficient, keeping your furniture clean, and pet so hair-free. Store tomatoes at room temperature for better flavor. Keep tomatoes on the counter instead of in the fridge. This preserves their flavor and texture. Grandma always stored tomatoes this way, ensuring they stayed juicy and delicious for salads and cooking. Use coffee grounds to deodorize your fridge. Place a half cup of used coffee grounds in a bowl in your fridge. The grounds absorb odors, leaving your fridge smelling fresh. Grandma often used this simple method to keep her fridge odor-free and pleasant. Clean your iron by ironing over salt. Sprinkle 2 tablespoons of salt on a piece of paper. Heat your iron and run it over the salt. This removes residue from the iron's surface, keeping it clean. Grandma always kept her iron spotless with this easy trick. Use baking soda and vinegar to unclog drains. Pour half of a cup of baking soda followed by half a cup of vinegar down the drain. Let it fizz for 15 minutes, then flush with hot water. This natural method clears clogs effectively. Store mushrooms in a paper bag to keep them fresh. Place up to 500 grams of mushrooms in a paper bag and store them in the fridge. The bag absorbs excess moisture, keeping mushrooms fresh longer. Grandma always used this method to maintain the quality and freshness of her mushrooms. Use a mixture of olive oil and vinegar to polish wooden furniture. Mix a 1/4 cup olive oil and a 1/4 cup vinegar. Apply the mixture to wooden furniture with a soft cloth, then buff to a shine. This natural polish nourishes wood and restores its luster. Keep bananas fresh longer by wrapping the stems in plastic wrap. Wrap plastic wrap around the stems of bananas. This slows down the release of ethylene gas, keeping bananas fresh longer. Grandma always used this trick to extend the life of her bananas and reduce waste. Use a potato to clean a cheese grater. Grate a raw potato to clean your cheese grater. The potato's moisture helps remove sticky cheese residue from the grater's holes. This method keeps your grater clean and sharp, a handy trick Grandma often used. Use an egg slicer to slice strawberries or mushrooms. Place strawberries or mushrooms in an egg slicer and press down. The slicer cuts them into even slices quickly and easily. This handy tool makes food prep faster and more uniform, a trick Grandma always used for perfect slices. Clean your dishwasher with a cup of vinegar. Pour 1 cup of vinegar into a dishwasher-safe container and place it on the top rack. Run a hot water cycle. The vinegar removes buildup and odors, leaving your dishwasher fresh and clean. This simple method keeps it running efficiently. Use a fork to fluff rice. After cooking rice, use a fork to gently fluff it. This separates the grains and prevents clumping, ensuring light and fluffy rice. Grandma always used this technique to achieve perfectly textured rice every time. Keep ants away with a line of cinnamon. Sprinkle a line of ground cinnamon where ants enter your home. The strong scent repels them, keeping your home ant-free. This natural method is safe and effective, a solution Grandma often used to keep pests at bay. Store asparagus upright in a glass of water. Trim the ends of asparagus and place the stalks upright in a glass with about 1 inch of water. Cover with a plastic bag and store in the fridge. Grandma always used this method to keep asparagus fresh and crisp longer. Use baby powder to untangle jewelry. Sprinkle baby powder on tangled jewelry and gently work the knots apart with your fingers. The powder reduces friction, making it easier to untangle. This simple trick keeps your jewelry neat, a method Grandma found very effective. Keep bread fresh longer by storing it in the fridge. Place bread in a sealed plastic bag and store it in the fridge. This slows down mold growth and keeps bread fresh longer. This method extends the shelf life of your bread and reduces waste. Use a banana peel to polish leather shoes. Rub the inside of a banana peel on leather shoes. Buff with a soft cloth to shine. The natural oils in the peel clean and polish the leather, a trick Grandma loved for keeping her shoes looking new. Clean your blender by blending soap and water. Fill the blender halfway with warm water and add a few drops of dish soap. Blend on high for a few seconds, then rinse thoroughly. This quick method cleans the blades and container effectively, just like Grandma always did. Use cornstarch to remove grease stains from fabric. Sprinkle cornstarch on grease stains and let it sit for 15 minutes. Brush off the powder and launder as usual. The cornstarch absorbs the grease, making stain removal easier. Grandma often used this method to keep fabric spotless. For more contents like this, click here to subscribe.